Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Once upon a time, when anything starts with this line, that means it is a bluff. But through the bluffs only the truth is revealed. See, the bluff is, I love you. See, the truth is revealed. Nobody loves anybody in this world. Atmanastu kamaya sarvam priyam bhavati. Everybody loves himself. So, it was in South Africa, Good Shepherd's Retreat Center. And as usual, it was open, free for everyone. And it so happened, there was one gentleman there, a white man. He was coming and sitting, and evening we used to go for walks in the mountains, very beautiful place. He will come and start asking questions. And the questions were more to irritate me. And his every irritation question was rolled up in sugar and a story was told. Once, twice, thrice, a dozen stories questions he asked. For every question, answer was a story. On the second day, he said, "You are my Jesus." I kept quiet because I don't know what next. Whether I will be crucified or what. So I told him, "Please don't, let me live." Then he said, on the mountain sermon, whenever people used to ask questions, he used to tell stories. He never answered any question straight away. The reason is, na tatra chakshurgacchati, na vaggacchati, na manaha, na vidmaha yatha etad anushishyat. The truth is beyond the scope of the speech, mind, understanding. And yet, the teacher has to talk. And worse than that, the student has to understand. Therefore, Ascharyo Vakta Kushalosya Labdha, Ascharyo Jnata Kushala Anushishta. It is a great wonder of wonders that the teacher talks about that which cannot be the matter of speech, and the student listens and understands that which cannot be understood. Is it not the wonder of wonders? And the technique is this. Only through the stories the truth is revealed. One example I'll tell you. You all must have, because you are all very well read, and read means R-E-A-D. Very well read. And you have studied Kathopanishad. And in Kathopanishad, there is a story of Nachiket, the first chapter. When I was teaching, the first day only I told them, I said, listen, after study of the whole Upanishad, if any one of you ask me this question, how did Nachiket go to Yamaraj? With body or without body? After he died or he was still alive? If this question comes to your mind, read again. Again the same question comes, again read. Till how long? Till you stop asking this question. You have to disappear. So who is an ideal seeker of truth? See? So you cannot tell the ideal seeker of truth should have so much of long beard and this kind of weird clothes and this kind of marks on the face. No. Who is an ideal teacher? Rather ideal student, the seeker of truth. And then we are told the story of Nachiket. And if we have understood the story correctly, then the whole big subject matter is put in one word. Like in your chemistry, everything is told in a formula. One student was asked by the teacher, "You are not giving attention. Tell me what is the formula for the water?" And the student started looking here and there. "See, I told you, you don't attend. Tell me what is the formula of water." He says, "Sir, I am telling HIJKLMNO. Who told you this?" "You only told, sir." "How?" "H2O. So he started from H. So everything is in a formula format. See? So what is required? We require a formula to tell the truth. So who is the ideal seeker? Read the story, study completely, deeply, with exhaustive interpretations, and then you come to this formula. An ideal seeker means Nachiket. See? And Nachiket is a fire. And the fire never goes down. You may light any candle or anything, try to put it down, it will come up. A seeker is the one who never gives up. In short, everything is told in our scriptures through these stories. And when it is told through the stories, then as much the elderly people are interested, much more the children are interested. Because who doesn't like stories? Children like stories and the elders make stories. But both are entangled in the stories only. And therefore, so many stories are available in our scriptures. And the best book where maximum stories are available is Yoga Vasishtha. There are two places we come across the instructions. One is Bhagavad Gita and second is Yoga Vasishtha. In Bhagavad Gita, we all know both the teacher and the student are oldies. They are not young. You know this. On the battlefield, Bhagavan Sri Krishna was 89 years old. He may not be looking old. Makeup can make anything. And Arjuna was 86 years old. And to that frustrated old person, Bhagavad Gita was told. And how it was told? A situation was created by Bhagavan Sri Krishna. And the situation is creating confusion. Therefore, my approach to life is this, very simple. Either convince somebody or confuse somebody. When he's convinced, no problem. When he's confused, he starts thinking. The confusion is like the vaccination, which goes in your system. And slowly the antibodies are produced and you are prepared to face the problems of life as a challenge. That is why confusions are necessary. So this is how Bhagavad Gita begins. And in that whole Bhagavad Gita, you all know this. Whatever was told, nothing was practiced by Arjuna. See, Karma Yoga, Ashtanga Yoga, Sashtanga Yoga, then Bhakti Yoga, Jnana Yoga, nothing was practiced by. But we Babajis go on telling, do you know in Bhagavad Gita, Karma Yoga is told. Nothing was there. Then what is the moral of the story? Recently in South Africa, we had this theme, moral of the story. Every year we have a theme there. This year it was the moral of the story. So the stories are there. Now what is the moral you learn? See, I was telling somebody recently, in Mahabharata a story comes. And you all know that story. That is Savitri and Satyavan. You know that story? That Savitri was a great, dedicated Pativrata. There is no story about Patni Vrata. I am sorry. It is like that. So there was a story of a Pativrata. And that Patni has taken a vrat. That I will take care of my husband. Let me see where will he go. And she was serving him everything. And one day he died. So when he died, Yamaraj came to pick her up. And she started fighting an argument. Nobody can ever win with the ladies when they start argument. And Yamaraj was defeated. He said, Amma, please take your husband, don't eat my head. I am sufficiently confused. And she took her husband back to life. Moral of the story. If the wife is dedicated, sincerely serving the husband, she can even conquer death. Moral of the story. But if you ask me, that is not the moral of the story. That depends how intelligent you are. You can be saved from the death, but not from the wife. Moral of the story. So what happened in Bhagavad Gita? All that was said, neither karma, nor karma yoga, nor bhakti yoga. What is happening is, the sound is going up and down. मुझे लगा दो. So far you are hearing or not? Moral of the story. Or I was only talking and you are only shocked. That is, we are not hearing anything. So what was the moral of the story of Bhagavad Gita? Only one. All the problems of life are born out of identity crisis. If your identity is clear, you have no problems in life. Which teacher doesn't know what is the duty of the teacher? Which father, in Sanskrit father means pita. Which father doesn't know what is the duty of the father toward the children? But if the pita is pita, then he is confused, he is lost. See, friends, therefore, the real problem of our life is only identity crisis. On the battlefield, Arjuna has to be only a warrior. See? Dr. Warrior. Constantly fighting. But on the battlefield, if you become somebody and don't remain what you should be, only the problems are born. So once you get this knack, take out the moral of the story. Then take any story. See? And this is the approach we see in this Yoga Vasishta. There are 32,000 verses. Impossible to deal with. So, a great master from Tamil Nadu, he has compiled, culled, selected few verses. Out of the 32,000 verses, he has kept hardly maybe about 8 to 10,000 verses. And out of those 8 to 10,000 verses, even less than that, if I remember correctly, it should be around 6,000 or odd. And out of that, he has given first a principle. And then the principle was established through a story. So those who are able to understand the principle in one go, they are Uttam Adhikari, the best one. They don't need to study further. Second are the Madhyam Adhikari. They think that they have understood. The third are Adhama Adhikari, the lowest one. They understand nothing. And the fourth are Adhama Adham. They understand exactly ulta, the other way around. So for all kinds of seekers, this text is extremely good. Now the second aspect. Bhagavad Gita was told when the problem was available. And Yoga Vasishtha is told before the problem was born. Bhagavad Gita was told to an old man by an old man. And Yoga Vasishtha was told to a teenager. Bhagwan Ram was that time 15 years of age, not old like Arjuna. And therefore, after having heard the whole instruction given by the sage Vasishtha, he was prepared to face the life not as a problem, but as a challenge. And what was the approach Bhagwan Ram lived in his life? Only one approach. And that is why it is called as Rama Leela, Krishna Leela. Leela means what? Everything appears to be happening, but nothing is happening. Many years before, in 60s, I first time saw the Rama Leela in Mathura. First time. And I was small also that time. And that time electricity was, nothing was there. So in the open ground, they used to have those gas batti, they call it, and a stage in the center, and the various characters will come and do something and go. In between there is a break. So in that break, I came behind the stage and I was so thrilled. The topic was Sita Maya and Hanumanji. So both of them, after the curtain has gone down, both of them came down the stage. And I was as a child watching. What is happening there? Because both Sita and Hanumanji, both were boys, males. So I said, now let me see what they do. And the moment they got down, Sita took out bidi, cigarette. But it was not bidi. And she asked Hanumanji, hey Hanuman, matches card. He took out the matchbox. And then they did Dhumrapanam, Shatagodanam, Ekekash, Ganga Snanam. And thereafter, the cigarette was, bidi was lit, and both of them were doing. Sita offering cigarette to Hanumanji. Even Valmiki Maharshi could not think of it. Friends. And thereafter, I was watching, I said, my God, what is happening this thing? And in the bell went, ten again. Immediately, cigarette thrown and came on the stage, so I went in front. Mate Site. I thought he will say, cigarette guy. So what is Rama Leela? Everything appears to be happening, but nothing is happening. See? In Mandukya Upanishad, the first chapter is Agam Prakaranam. And there, Gaudapadacharya has written one Karika. And that Karika is Na nirodho na chotpatti na baddho na cha sadhakaha na muktaha na mumukshurvai ittesha paramarthata. Na nirodho na chotpatti. Nothing is created, nothing is destroyed. Na baddho na cha sadhakaha na muktaha. Nobody is bound, nobody is liberated. Na sadhakaha. Nobody is seeking. Ittesha paramarthata. This is the ultimate truth. Everything is only appearing. Nothing has ever happened. Now, for example, I am coming to you all, my lovely, lovely, happy folks, for last so many years. Have you changed? So, I keep on talking. You also don't change, I also don't change. See? You don't change, but I don't give up. See? This is the ultimate truth of life. But instead of living that truth 24/7, we become so serious on silly issues. Not something great. Our issues are very terrible. In the morning, I didn't get a cup of tea. Are daridri? Only for a cup of tea you are miserable. See? Be miserable for something standard. Like Ramakrishna Paramahansa used to be miserable. Today also has gone, I could not see the mother. See? He was miserable for something standard. Useless people are miserable for something useless. And wise people are never miserable. They make others miserable. See? Therefore, this truth is revealed through the various stories. And how it happened, the scenario where this Yoga Vasishta is given is, for the first time Bhagwan Ram asked his father Dasharath ji that, Dad, I did not ask you anything so far. Yes, I want to go for a vacation to see our country. So his father said, okay, go, no problem. So all of them went and came back after 1 year. That time Bhagwan Ram was 15 years. And after he came back, he almost went into depression. He has withdrawn from everything. Not interested in taking food, not interested in talking to somebody, not doing his regular duties, and all the time looking at the fan. Like, the boys, when they fall in love, they start looking at the fan. Why the fan is moving? Like that. So he was also that way frustrated and all that. And that very moment, see, all the Hindi movies are born out of our scriptures. The earliest movies, Raja Harishchandra, directly from there. Then Sant Tukaram. All these pictures are born from here because the stories are so perfect. They are also the same perfection. When Vishwamitra ji comes and asks Dashratha that, O king, I want something. Yes, you ask and I shall give you. And he says, I want your 2 sons, Ram and Lakshman, to protect my yajna because the Rakshasas are coming. The terrorists were that time also. That is not new. So they are coming and destroying everything. So please give me them. They say, no. They are so small. They are hardly teenagers. If you press their teeth, the milk will come out. They are so soft. And you want me to give them to fight with those Rakshasas? No, it's not possible. Then Vishwamitra ji is going to become angry. That time, Vasishta ji tells, don't do like that, O king. You are given a word, honor your word. Prana jai, parabhajana na jai. And then that very moment, Bhagwan Ram's servant comes and tells the boss, Sir, Rama has gone into depression, we don't know. He doesn't talk to anybody. He doesn't eat properly. He has become very, very introvert. We don't know what happened to him. So he was caught. And when he comes to the assembly of all the wise people, he does namaskar to his father and all others, and he sits on the floor. And there he was asked, what happened to you? And this is how the first sarga, Vairagya Prakaran, begins. And in that Vairagya Prakaran, the observation what Bhagwan Rama had when he moved around the world, around the country, what he has seen, that is the main theme. And after having gone through that whole episode, then Bhagwan Rama becomes absolutely toward the end of his discussion, so much withdrawn, and he says, I think there is no reason why I should be alive. It is better that I give up this body and die. With that, the first sarga ends. So the preparation is made. Now, to whom this is told? Not to an old man, but to a young child who is ready to jump into the challenges of life. But instead of taking the difficulties and the challenges, Bhagwan Ram as a child, a teenager, looked upon those challenges as problems. And they are so exhaustive discussion. And when he comes to this conclusion that it is better to die than to live in this world, this is what exactly happened to Siddhartha Buddha. See, one person wrote me one very beautiful thing. He said, Buddha did not have guru and therefore he suffered. He should have gone to some guru, get some advice and practice spiritual life rather than torturing himself and then learning. When you have got a GPS, start it. Why? No, I will go my own and keep on moving here and there. So, this Rama, when he said like that, then instead of condemning him, Vasishthaji and Vishwamitraji start slowly telling him, one by one answering his questions. This is how the stage for Yoga Vasishtha is built. And then one by one topic is taken and it was told through the stories. And this is how there are so many stories and so many things and what we have to learn that we'll try to see. Just to give an introduction to the next story, the earlier story is that of Gadhi. Gadhi means don't put anuswar on the ga. What it will mean? G-A-A-D-H-I, Gadhi. Don't also say G-A-D-H-I, it will become Gadi. So, the story of Gadi. Vasishthaji is telling, and he said, Jaganmaya prapanchasya vaichitrya pratipattaye itihasam imam vakshe shrunu eshu avahito anagha. Hey Ram, I shall tell you one story. And the story is about, there was one great sage. He was always engaged in various kinds of his tapas. One day he told to the Lord, he was doing tapas, standing in the river, doing the japa, all that. And because of his tapasya, the Lord descended and said, yes, what do you want? Tvaya srishtam imam mayam bhagavan paramatmikim drashtumichchami samsara namni ascharjakarinim. O Lord, you have this maya, which is very peculiar. We cannot comprehend that. And because of this, the world is created and world is in a confusion and chaos. I want to see what is that maya is like. Similar story comes also in Ramcharitmanas. One day, Naradji goes to Bhagwan Narayana. Narayana, 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 Narayana. Narayana says, yes, what can I do for you? Bhagwan, I want to see your maya, what it is. Bhagwan said, are you bored of me or what? No, not like that. Just for a change. Like, if we want to take good food, we go for a change to some hotel. Otherwise, the same thing every day at home, fresh from the fridge, going into the microwave and bringing out like a pindadan. Instead of that, once in a while, you go to the hotel, you get good food. That is what we did in Perth yesterday. So, this Maya, what it is, Narayan said, no, go ahead, you will see in due time. And as he is going, he saw a beautiful big city And the king and his daughter, they were having a big function celebration. He asked the people, what is happening? You don't know? It is our king's daughter's, ceremony, marriage ceremony. Tomorrow there will be Swayamvar. Swayamvar means she will find out her problems. So she will be selected tomorrow. Then Naradji goes to the king's palace and sees her Samudrik Lakshana. And then when he takes her hand in his hand, he starts telling, oh, her husband will be like this, like this, like this. And all the Lakshanas, he tells his own Lakshanas. So like this. Maya. See? And after that was over, next day, the Swayamvar is there. And Naradji says, oh Hari, please give me your form. Now Hari in Sanskrit means also a monkey. Harati iti Hari. The one who takes away the things without asking is Hari. So Bhagavan said Tathastu. And next day when he is sitting in that line for getting selected, he is sitting with a monkey face. Now who is going to marry a monkey? See? If there is a makeup, then it's a different issue. This is what happens in all marriages. See? So, nobody even looks at him and he gets angry, frustrated. Why she is not coming to me? I have asked Hari to give me Hari's face, why she is not coming? And after some time, Narayana comes with that beautiful girl, hand in hand, she has selected him. And this Narada gets angry. You have taken my wife. You are making me miserable. You are a cheat. You will also suffer because of the wife. See? This is a curse of Brahmachari Narada to all the married people. See? No married man is happy because of wife. And it is his fault, nobody else's fault. So, Narayana says, yes, I will. And this is how Bhagavan Rama was born. He suffered because of Sita and all the monkeys helped him. This is how the whole story is. See, so from all these stories, what we have to learn, one very important thing, we have to see, experience and learn from every experience. A real seeker is born if he or she is able to learn from every experience of life. How simple it is. Then what will happen? Be attentive. Then there will be no dents and dashes on our mind as a result of interaction in the world. Because you are learning. See? And once the process of learning is initiated, sky is the limit for your wisdom. Then from everything we can learn. And this is how all the stories in our scriptures are these kind of examples wherein you have to learn. So when this great Rishi, Gadhi, he wanted to see this, He Bhagavan Mayam Paramadmikim Drashtumichhami. I want to see that. Imam Drakshasi Mayatvam Ityuktva Antardadhe Hari. Bhagavan Hari said, okay, you will see the Maya. And he disappeared. Now, Snanartham ekadagari mamajjan antarjalam tadam apashyat mrutamatmanam sagruhe bandhuvi mrutam. And once he was, when only he was in the waters and doing the japa, Narayana came, blessed him and went. And there, while he was in the waters, he experienced that he has died. And his wife was miserable. And his body was taken in the crematorium, burnt. And like that the story goes there. And thereafter he was born next in the Huna Pradesh, in the Shapacha, that is the Chandala. Thereafter he was living along with his wife. and there also he became old and again he died. Then thereafter he left that place and then he was born in Kashmir. And in Kashmir that king has died, and during that period there was no suitable person to be installed as a king. So the old tradition, one elephant was given a mala, a rosary in his trunk, and he was moving around. And that elephant came and put that garland in his neck, and he became the king. He worked there for 8-10 years as a king. And one day, he just removed all the ornaments and a casual dress when he was walking. Another Chandal, another scheduled caste, Chandal means scheduled caste, another person came and he said, "Arey, hey Chandal, how come you are here, my dear brother?" And all the people came to know, oh, our king is a Chandal, not for a day or two, 8-10 years he ruled us. So all the people in that kingdom decided, we are all impure, we must die. So all of them entered the fire. And thereafter, this king also thought, because of me, all of them died. So he also entered the fire and he died. See, the story goes on. And when he entered the fire, he got so much hot. And out of that heat, he came out of that dream. And then he went home. And after having gone home, somebody came, knocked the door. And one Brahmin came. He said, "Yes, what can I do for you?" "No, I am coming from Kashmir. There was a king there. He ruled for 8-10 years. And he was a Chandal. And all the people in that kingdom have burned themselves, and that king also died." And this person was thinking, my God, he's telling my story. I have experienced everything. How come he knows that? And then he goes to that Una Pradesh, where he was in a Chandal family, married to a Chandalin, in all these places. Yes, this is the place I lived. This is the kingdom I ruled. How come this happens? Friends, be attentive. World means 3 principles: time, space, and object. All the 3 are the projections of mind. Those of you who have come here on your own choice, you will not get bored. Those of you who are tied down with a lead and brought here, "Chalo na?" Okay. For them, every moment will be a torture, constantly looking into the fire. I don't know, this Babaji is becoming hot and hot, is not becoming cool. Because it is boredom for you. For one person, the same period is a joyful experience. Other person, the same period is a miserable experience. See, this is called as the law of relativity. Einstein learned like this only. What is the law of relativity? When you are with a very nice, sweet, beautiful girl for 24 hours, you feel, how come so fast the time has gone? And if you are with a oldie like me for a few seconds, jata hi nahi. See, principle of relativity. So, the time is a projection by the mind. Second thing, the same mind projects also the space. See, in the deep sleep, when the mind is enfolded, that time, where are we? First question. We are nowhere. There is no space. So both time and space, they are the projections of the mind. So the third, objects. Any object in this world is always referred with these 2 parameters. When you write your application form, first parameter is date of birth. That means before this I was not there. They don't give, like they have got an expected time of arrival, they should give also expected time of death. So the time is also the projection, and the time decides the vastu, the object. The second thing, what is your height and size? See? So we write 4 feet tall, 6 feet wide. That is the space. And then the object is always referred with reference to weight. What is your weight? 2 tons. So time, space and object, these three are the parameters of creation. And they do not exist. See? But when we give a status of reality to these three, the world comes into existence. To tell this principle, the story of Gandhi was told. And after that, he started thinking, Koham kimivo pashyami kim akarsham aham kila evam vicharayas chitram udayat udarantakam. And when he was still inside the waters, he was thinking, who am I actually? Am I the king? Am I the chandal? Am I the one who is doing this puja and japa? Who am I? Who has seen Narayana? Where from the whole world has come? Where it has gone? Try this technique. Whenever you are miserable, ask only this question. Who is miserable? In a fraction of a moment, all your problems will be dissolved. Don't try to solve problems. Problems are to be dissolved. Then we'll come to discover that whosoever is miserable never exists anywhere. Like the dream, our waking experience is also a waking dream. It is for this purpose, in our scriptures, 2 things are told. One, Brahma Satyam Jagan Mithya. Brahman is the reality, world is an illusion. First principle. Second principle is told, Sarvam Khalvidam Brahma. Everything is Paramatma, everything is Brahman. Conclusion. Therefore, Brahman is illusion. See, one conclusion. But what is the second conclusion? Correct understanding. Be very attentive. Whenever we take anything as an illusion, 2 things happen. First, we enjoy. We don't suffer. And second thing, we don't desire. Take a simple example of the rainbow in the sky we see. So when we see the rainbow, we know it is an illusion. We enjoy that. Hey, see how beautiful. It is complete, It is almost 3/4. And we want everybody to come and enjoy. Because real happiness is always spread. That is why when people laugh, they open their mouth. So, whenever we see any illusion, we don't suffer. We enjoy that illusion. And at the same time, we don't desire. Let me take a piece of this rainbow and give it to my child. No. Look at this world as an illusion. Net result will be, you will never be miserable. In the miseries also, you will discover happiness. Like an actor. An actor is on the stage performing the role of a very pathetic, miserable person. With the glycerine eyes, so the tears start flowing, and the whole audience is so much influenced because of his perfect performance. They all start also crying, seeing the misery that the person is going on the stage. See? And the latest fashion in crying in public. Do you know that? They're all outdated. I learnt it from some of you only. You are all my gurus. One day one girl asked me this question, Swamiji, you have got a terrible observation. These days, these ladies, when they cry for whatever reason, they take out the tissue paper and they cry with the nose. Why they don't cry with the eyes and wipe their eyes? The tears come in the eyes, not in the nose. I said, you don't have any knowledge of anatomy. There is a lacrimation duct from the eye, from inner canthus, opens into the nasal cavity. And therefore they do like this thing, no? No, it can't be like that. I said, okay, listen now, I'll tell you the truth. If they wipe their eyes, their eyelashes will go along with that. And they have paid for it, man. So when the actor is acting on the stage, he is crying and the audience is miserable about it. Now what is going on in the mind of that actor on the stage? You fools, you are paying and crying really. And I am paid and I am crying fake. Because he knows that he is no more a real actor, no, a real person performing that character. So one boy comes on the stage and says, honey, darling, I love you, gives her a flower. And also tells slowly, keep it for the next show. So she also knows that this dumb fellow doesn't love her, and he also knows she doesn't love him, but it's a drama going on. Live exactly same way in your life. You have learned everything in spirituality. Okay? If you have to talk to the elders, talk with respect and reverence. If you have to talk to your contemporaries, talk in a friendly tone. If you are talking to children, talk in a very understanding language. If you have to talk to your wife, don't talk. When the wife is talking, husband should not talk. And when she is quiet, he should keep his mouth shut. There will be peace everywhere. Don't take life too seriously. It's all fun. Bhagavan created this world only for fun, not for torturing us. But we become so serious because of this Bhagavan's Maya. Therefore, Gandhi started inquiring that Mohat Abudhyata, he came out of that dreamy experience and then, Koham kim iva pashyami kim akarsham aham kila. Why did I cry? Who am I? Where from I have come? What has happened to me? Actually, nothing has happened. Evam vicharayan chitram udasthar udakantaram. And thus, thinking about this, he came out of the waters. And thereafter, he started analyzing his own experience. Now here, there is another important principle. Real spiritual life is learn from your experiences of life. If we don't learn from our experiences of life, we will never grow wise. And if we learn from every experience, with every additional experience, we will grow wise. And what are the symptoms of wisdom? Gatasuna gatasuscha nanu shochanti panditaha. Wise people are never miserable. Otherwise, people are always miserable. See, friends, therefore the real spiritual life is be happy. But instead of taking this Maha Mantra, be happy, one Amma was so angry after my talk, she came as if catching my collar. That's why I don't have collar to my shirt. Swamiji, you are all the time telling us, be happy, be happy. You are teasing us. Get married and show, be happy. Meaning, marriage is a license to be miserable. Tathastu. Continue to be miserable. It's your choice. We are given a choice. When we enter any country, there they give the immigration form and so many questions are asked. Are you a member of active terrorist organization? Yes, no. Are you carrying deadly weapons on your person? Yes, no. Are you carrying this, that? You have got all choice. Yes, no. In the same manner, when we entered this world, Bhagavan gave us immigration form and only one question. Like, welcome to Australia. Here they don't have the board. In USA, I normally get down at Virginia, Washington Dulles Airport. And there, in all the languages, the scroll comes. Welcome to Virginia, welcome to Virginia. This welcome to Virginia is written same, but the lipis, they are different. So, somebody who gave Hindi, welcome to Virginia, must have been either a Bengali or a Nepali. Because when I saw that, I was unable to control my laugh, but I can't laugh there, I was keeping quiet. It was written there, welcome to Virginia. Where is welcome to Virginia and welcome to Virginia? So, when you are entering in this world, we are given a choice. First of all, anityam asukham lokam. Welcome to this world which is full of miseries and constantly changing. It is not the same. A question is asked, do you want to be miserable? Options are given, yes and no. Those who have chosen no, even God has no right to make you miserable. And those who have said yes, then every moment you will be miserable. This is the moral of the story. Therefore, here he started thinking, this world that I am seeing, what is this world? So, Cheto, Brahmatyantasu, Bhranti, Drushtishu, Dehinam, Iti Matva, Sthite, Tasmin, Ajagama, Priyoditi, Kramat, Shayanamasadya, Gadi, Prapanchatvam, Dijam, Kim Brahman, Sadrusha, Sangam, Kimiti, Shramavanasi. So, that very moment that Brahmin came and he was very thin and limited and all that, and then he knew the whole story about it, and then he was surprised. Vismayot kampita shiram dhatu bhreshta paramrushan bhuyogadi tapaschakre tivram jalasya kandare shailasya kandare agatya tapaprita uche chakra gadadharaha mama maya tvaya drushta kimanyadvajyamasyasi tasya marma janani brahmaha satyo bhavat katham. So again he did tapasya and Narayana came and he said, please tell me, why did I get confused? And Bhagavan told him, Chittasya hi prithvivyadi nahi bahyasta kalachana. Now from here the second stage begins. First, these two things, if we are able to comprehend, we have learned the basics of spiritual life. Beyond that, we have to do nothing. See? To understand this, take one simple example I'll tell you. Bhagavan Shankaracharya's one of the best compositions which I like the most is Dakshinamurti Stotram. Vishwam darpana drishyamana nagari tulyam nijantargatam pashyannatmani mayaya bahirivod bhutam yatha nidraya yas sakshat kurute prabodha samaye svatmanam evadvayam tasmai Shri Guru Murtaye namaidam Sri Dakshinamurtaye. This picture, we can practice this every day. How many times we stand in front of the mirror? Swamiji, it is not countable. Okay, never mind. And what we have learned. Therefore I told you, every experience, you have to decide. Last year I gave you one homework and I am extremely happy none of you have done it. Because if you do that, you will grow wise, then where will I go? Continue to be miserable. My market is maintained. What I told you last year? Make a beautiful copy. Don't take the one side blank printouts and stitch it and make. No, make a nice copy. And write the title of the copy, what I have learned today. Don't put it on Facebook. Earlier days, people used to write their diary. It used to be very secret thing, not telling everybody, very valuable. Now, I have gone to bathroom 3 times this morning, Facebook. Disgusting. So, take a nice diary and write what I have learned today. Every day, learn one thing. How simple it will be? By 365 days, you will come and sit here and I'll sit there. That's all. There's nothing more in spiritual life. So, in this verse, Bhagavan Shankaracharya says, when you stand in front of the mirror, what do you see? And when a bird stands in front of the mirror, what does the bird see? See the basic difference. Human beings put them into the position of a realized one. And bird, you put him into the position of an idiot human being. These two things. Now see what happens. When we look into the mirror, what is our understanding? First of all, we do not look at the mirror. We look in the mirror. Second thing, we don't look at the reflection. We look at ourselves. So although an act of otherness is acted upon, but the experience is about the self. And therefore, nobody gets miserable while standing in front of the mirror. Mirror gets miserable, that's a different issue. We don't get miserable. Then we stand this angle, that angle. See? How I look. Now the second thing, a bird. A bird goes and sits in front of the mirror. Now what is his experience? That there is somebody else there. And he's exactly like me. I must hit him. Because he is other than me. Dviti yatvai bhayam bhavati. Wherever there is a sense of otherness, fear is bound to be. And therefore the bird is afraid. Oh, that fellow. So he goes and pecks on the mirror. The reflection also pecks exactly the same spot. See, I know he is also pecking at me. And keeps on doing. Ultimately, his beak starts bleeding. He goes behind the mirror, see what is there. Again come in front and suffers. Only reason is the illusion is taken as real. But then the mirror thinks, let me do sadhana. First sadhana, karma yoga. Take the viper, clean it. Still there, never mind. Take the water hose and wash it. Oh, it is still there. I don't know what to do. Okay, let me do yoga. He does the Bhujangasana. Even then the bird is still there. Okay, then let me do pranayam. He does pranayam. Still there. Okay, let me try the japa. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. Again the bird is there. He may do anything. Will that reflection in the mirror go away? Think. That which is not, you cannot improve. And this is what is the problem of all the husbands. They want to improve their wife. What is a wife? An illusion. What is the husband? A super illusion. Where is the husband and wife when they are in deep sleep? God bless the man with a loud snoring ability. But why? Because whole day they cannot talk. And at night they are no more husbands. Therefore that man who cannot even look into the eyes of the wife during the day, at night, how can you snore so loudly? Tatra mata amata bhavati. tatra pita apita bhavati. Now the question comes, in the deep sleep, where the husband has gone, where the wife has gone. They can go anywhere if they exist. They are nowhere. These non-existing entities, they are miserable. How can you help him? There is only one way what we can do. One day, one husband went home and his wife was never going for satsang. Those husbands who come for satsang, they got problem at home. So they come. So when he went, he knocked the door and lifted his wife and going toward the dining table. She said, "Hey, what happened to you? Was your Swami romantic or what?" He said, "No, he was not romantic." Then he told, "You must carry your burden." Take life lightly, man. But these husband, wife, brother, father, mother, sister, all these are non-existing entities. They are becoming miserable. How can you help them? Just take this simple example, and this example I am giving 100 million times. One day it may click. I, the man, one. This I become the son to my father. I become the husband because of the wife. The same I become the father because of the son. Have I become three? I am only one. Who is miserable? It is the son miserable because of the Hitler father. It is the husband who is miserable because of the Mahakali. It is the father who is miserable because of the monster. The man is not miserable at all. Vishwam darpana drishyamana nagari tulyam nijantargatam. Where are they? They are only in our mind. See? First of all, a free, intelligent, educated person, boy, thinks, what a life without a wife, gets caught up with some fool and gets married. After some time, what a life because of the wife. Then he separates. Now where the wife and the husband have gone, then they introduce, she is my ex-wife, he is my ex-husband. Where they have gone? They have gone nowhere because they are nowhere. Like after the dream, in the dream that Gadi story we have heard. In that dream, where he was a king, where the king has gone, where the Chandala has gone nowhere because they exist nowhere. These non-existing entities, they are miserable. Who can help? Our condition is like the bird, constantly becoming miserable. Tu tu, my, tu tu. When I was alone, one girl wrote me this poetry in Hindi. जब मैं अकेली थी तब मैं ही मैं. फिर शादी हो गई तो मैं तू मैं तू. फिर कुछ और दिन बीत गए, फिर तू मैं तू मैं तू. And last one, मैं गुजराती थी. In Gujarati, मैं means who. Who tu, kabaddi. The whole life is only argument, logic, reason, without any reason. See, friends. Therefore, when you take this world as an illusion, you will have no problems. Then play the game of life. Then the second part was that why did I see this and how do I come out of this misery? That was the topic. Bhagwan gives Upadesh to Gadi, and with that Upadesh we will start our tomorrow satsang and enter another very beautiful story, and that story is referred by the conclusion of this Gadi story, that is of the Uddalaka. So what is that story, what is other things? See in the next episode. Om पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ओम शांति शांति शांति। हरि ओम। श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरि ओम।